So the album's called Assume Form. Uh, James, is this what you mean by it? Assume Form is the newest album released by James Blake. So, how to talk about this album? Let me paint a picture of my listening experience to it. So I play the album, and first song, I'm not sure if I'm really feeling it. Second song, feeling a little bit more into it. Third song, maybe a little bit more. And then I continuously get a little bit more jumbled. So I say to myself after I finish listening to the whole thing, you know that there were things in there that you liked, but you've got to give it a very good, clear listen. There's absolutely no way you are going to be able to listen and review this album without giving it the best thorough diagnosis, basically. So many interesting directions in both production, as well as separate that part of it with the arrangement that isn't necessarily convoluted, but it is stretched out in ways that you didn't think that it could work. And maybe for some of you it isn't going to. But when I was really paying attention to it, the more I came to respect what was being sent my way to my ears. I wasn't just listening to it, but it felt like it was purposely made that way so that it was going to be sent to me through my ears, and hopefully a part of my brain and my soul would take it in and hopefully enjoying it. And that's something very crucial that I want to talk about this album. I don't feel like this album's priority when it was crafted was to be enjoyed. And I'm not saying you can't enjoy it. That's not what I'm trying to get at. I'm saying it was trying to push boundaries. It's trying to make me and other listeners question what it is exactly they're listening to. This album feels like it literally is pushing boundaries. That sounds like a really cliche thing to say when talking about any form of art. But this one really felt like, what if we did some instrumentations this way? Or what if we stretched out the volume or some of the tempo, some of the other factors? It's just like, why not do it this way? That's kind of the idea that I got out of listening to this album. And if you give this album a chance, you'll probably appreciate it a little bit more and maybe come to enjoy it as I have. Some other pretty interesting features with this are, in fact, the artist features. Travis Scott is on here, as well as Andre 3000. One artist called Rosalia is on here. Her inclusion in one of the songs was pretty cool, I must admit. I almost feel like I was transported into Inception, like the Leonardo DiCaprio Inception, and put in a couple of different dreams, not my own, but the dreams of others. But I knew that I was going to experience something quirky, because it is in someone else's dream, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to be at the mercy of death in the midst of it all. But I'm going to experience something that I'm not used to. And the thing with this album is, normally I would highlight a few songs. There's some that stood out more to me than others, but I don't want to give the little clips of the songs that I do like, because it is so different that I want to encourage whoever is watching this review to go listen to it for themselves. So I hope you will be okay with that in this review. I know a lot of other people don't really include those clips, but that's one thing that separates me from other reviewers. but I really, really don't want to give anything away, because if you go into this knowing virtually nothing, I think the oddness of it is only going to cause more enrichment for your listening experience. And yeah, maybe you're going to have to listen to it more than once, maybe more than twice. But I think it would be very worth your time, because if you do not just love music, but appreciate how it is made and the struggles and the creativity that goes into it, or just the infinite ideas that go into a human's mind to be able to process and bring it to life, that's something that you can't really replace. And it's something that I think is legitimately going to be a listening experience. It's not something that I think is in its own right a perfect masterpiece, but it is something that I think if you listen to it, I think you're going to get some of your own inspirations from it, and I'm sure you're all going to have a completely different experience than I am. Maybe you'll use some of the same words as I would, but maybe not the whole Inception thing. Maybe it'll be some other oddball idea that comes to you. I don't know. But yeah, please go take a look at it for yourself. So after having listened and reviewed this album, with production of 94%, creativity 98%, expression and lyrics 90%, I'm going to give this album a yeah. I find it so funny. Yeah, my first listen, I was like, I don't know about this, but, you got to give music a chance. You got to make sure what you're listening to is thorough, and that, you don't just write stuff off just because maybe you weren't giving it your full attention. Or sometimes the first impression isn't what you thought it was. I'm sure that's true for a lot of things, including people. So, yeah, this is something where I feel like the first impression, I don't think you're all going to get it right out the first time. So, yeah, again, please check it out. Please do. That's why I'm making this review. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. And remember, if you want to discover, promote, and review the best in entertainment, remember to subscribe and follow all the social media for this channel so you can get that yes in your life. See you next time. Nope, not going to do it. I am not going to insert a sound clip. Nope, not going to do it. Please, nope, you're wasting your time. I'm not going to do it here. Go listen to it. Check out the songs yourself. Okay? Man, I'm tired. I can't talk anymore.